Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everybody doing? Sorry I'm late. The old computer decided they wanted to get some updating done, so I had to play with that for a minute, let it do its thing. Was hoping that everything would come out okay. And everyone, it's Valerie. Otherwise, so far, so good. Stop. Stop. Morning, Steampunk Town. I gotta do all my little housekeeping things before I can get things done. You know, come out okay. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. All right, let's see if we can do that. Yeah, usually because my computer is so weird, usually before let's see, get everybody in here, but usually before I do the show, I actually have to go in and make sure everything is in ship 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 shape. I guess that's the way you would say it. I don't know. I can't talk. I cannot talk today, so sorry. It is one of those mornings. Yes. Morning, Maggie.
Morning.
Todd. Morning,
Good
Sally.
morning.
Hope all y'all are doing better than I am.
I'm doing all right. I'm pretty sure you're doing all right because you're here.
Yeah. If I wasn't doing good, I wouldn't be here. I'd be over in a corner, sucking my thumb, rocking back and forth, probably.
Nope.
Let's.
I'm glad I'm not in that state.
Well, this is the only thing I sold last night.
What'd you sell?
Oh, my sales are going.
Oh, that's cute.
This is
at first I thought it was a hand puppet, but it's just
what's it called? It's from the 80s. I had one when I was a kid. What's it called?
Let me see it. Go.
And I had two of them, and I sold the other one about 3 months ago, I think, for $17. And this one, yeah, I think they're called Fluffalums. I didn't even put the name in the search. I just put Disney 86 Kenner floppy dogs. Fluffy dogs. It's called a Fluffalump, I think, or something like that.
I was thinking Snuffleupagus, but.
And this one I sold for $19.79.
Nice.
The other one was yellow, and this one's purple. $19.79 plus shipping, so $28.98 total. Which, if he has to, he'll go on a padded flat rate. He's small enough, so yeah, I think it's a fluffy.
Oh yeah.
You never know with plushes like that, you know, especially 80s.
That's great.
Yeah.
That-
I
Never
haven't
know
sold
what's
much
gonna
plush.
sell.
I don't have a lot of plush. I have some, but I think they've been on there for years, probably.
What are they?
I don't even know.
I don't have
See,
any.
like, I love Kermit, Miss Piggy. I sold my Miss Piggy not too long ago too. And she was a Muppet Baby plush, and she went to the UK.
Oh, cool.
But like Kermit, if I could ever find Kermit, any of those guys,
Mhm.
anything Jim Henson,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know. I woke up kind of late. I woke up at like 7:30, but I went to bed at 7.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You got some good sleep in, huh?
Well, we had storms last night, and I guess my machine went off 3 times because Brandon went in there and to make sure that it was on because the power just went out
Mhm.
and it was off. And then he did that 2 more times, and he would get down to the end of the hallway and the power would go out. And then he'd wait for it to come back on, then he'd go back down there and or he would go down there, see if my or he would pull my mask up so I wasn't like suffocating,
Mhm.
and then he would wait for the power to come back on, then he put my mask back on.
Hmm.
And he did that 3 times.
Wow.
He said the wind was really I think we got up to like 30 or 40 miles per hour gusts.
Did my big sale yesterday.
Awesome. A
Sega
Genesis?
Saturn.
Oh, cool.
No, it's a Saturn.
Is that the
it's
one didn't you just list that yesterday?
Yeah, I listed it yesterday and it sold
Cool.
in 2 hours.
Awesome.
Nice.
Maybe I underpriced it. Sold $90 plus shipping on top.
Good job.
So I got 6 of those,
Wow.
and 4 of them don't work.
Oh wow.
Oh, you tested them?
So yeah, finally, I found a game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, what had happened? We got this light box that Gwen uses to take pictures of shoes and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and she wanted her shoes propped up in there, so she had just grabbed a random box off of the stuff that I list and put it in there and put some tissue paper over the box. And after she got through, she didn't put the box back. And I was putting the box away for her, and what's this box? And I looked in it. Sure enough, there were some Sega Saturn games in there.
Oh, awesome.
So they had been hidden from me for like 2 weeks. I didn't even.
No,
weren't
she
very
found
many.
them for you.
Oh,
She found
yeah.
them for you.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
So she saw what I was doing. She came in and said, "I'm not done with that. Leave that put together," because it's one of those that fold square things that folds up. You know,
Yeah.
the light boxes that fold up.
Mm-hmm.
So don't take that apart. I'm doing you a favor. Anyway,
Morning, Julie, and Texas Val, and Karen's at the beach.
sold
Sorry
a
to
couple
interrupt.
more things.
Girls.
No, I didn't sell very many, but that Sega Genesis brought the total up Sega Saturn brought the total up pretty good.
Good.
So anyway, yeah, I'm getting through some of this stuff.
That's
Still have
awesome.
boxes and boxes of cords. Look at my latest video. It just uploaded this morning.
I know, I just seen it.
Did you watch it? So, you know what?
What?
I thought Maggie was so professional in her talk yesterday with, what's his name?
Oh, Adam.
Adam.
Oh, thank you.
You're like more knowledgeable than I imagine you are.
You mean I'm not as stupid as you thought I was?
No, I mean, you got a lot of knowledge crammed up in that little bitty pea head of yours. I was
Valerie,
impressed. I learned
did
a
we
lot of
jump?
stuff yesterday.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
What?
Did we jump episodes or something? Fishing and Picking says, how did we jump from episode 659 to 670?
Because that's the way I wanted it.
Oh, okay. Fishing and Picking, we don't know. It's just what Valerie wants. Hi, Lori.
Good morning.
Morning,
think-
Lori.
Yeah,
That
good
was
morning.
probably the episode where we talked about the nude postcards and the condoms.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Probably just blacked it out.
I made a mistake, okay?
It's worth 11 episodes all by itself.
You did a quantum leap. That's what you did.
That's right. That's right. I can put it wherever I want. I could be at 1,000 if I want to be.
I love that
Confused on
show.
Quantum leap. Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Oh wait. Well, we had some excitement here yesterday. We had
Oh,
two
yeah?
SWAT
What'd you do?
two SWAT trucks and every sheriff and state patrol deputy in the county here. They did a raid.
Ooh.
Flashbangs in the windows and
Oh, wow.
AK-47s drawn. It was wild. We're all like, yeah, because
Wow.
we've been trying to get rid of this bunch for the last 2 years, and they finally
Oh,
they come down on them hard.
Sounds
So,
like it.
yeah, we're all standing there down here thanking them. You know, they had 2 canines. They was dragging them out in
Oh,
handcuffs and
God.
throwing them in the paddy wagon.
Wow.
What did they
So,
do?
they're druggies. They're meth
Oh.
makers and thieves, and it's all part of
Mm.
that ring that we've been trying to get out of here.
Gotcha.
That they
Yeah.
all kind of converge on this one, and this house is in derelict shape. The ATF guy went in and he said he has, and there's an old man in there. We didn't know if he was alive or dead still. He's in a wheelchair, and that ATF guy said that is the worst case of elderly abuse he has ever seen in his entire life. There was urine and
Oh.
feces everywhere, holes in the ceiling. I mean, you can see daylight. So I mean, it's a double wide, so it's literally coming apart at the main beam. I mean, it's
Oh,
starting to
man.
pull us away from itself. And health department's going to go in today and condemn it, shut it down. So it's like chalk one up for the good guys. So it's like,
Be
how do
nice.
people live like that?
Be nice to
Yeah.
see the man get some care that he needs.
Yeah, well, they're going to bring in elderly services too. So that's one down.
Awesome. One. You got
One
more?
down. Well, there's one other one that's affiliated with that, but they're still working on that one. So, and it's just up the street, but it's
Oh,
nowhere near as bad as this one.
they got to have enough
Yes.
proof to bring the right cases, or the people will just walk.
Right. And that's what people around here don't understand. They think it should happen overnight. And I was like, no, it can't happen overnight. I said, this is a result of probably years of building this case against this, these people.
Right.
So I said, you got to give them time. I said, but all we can do is be vigilant and watch out for ourselves and our stuff and each other, and let them know that we're watching, so that they leave us alone, and let the police do their work.
Well, it's good that you have law enforcement that can still do that and not be tied up with some stupid riot.
I know. I was shocked. I didn't know what was going on. I was next door packing stuff. All of a sudden, I hear the flashbangs and boom, 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 boom. I was like, what the hell was
Wow.
that? I come running outside. There's cop cars. I was like, ooh, what's happening? I come
Wow.
out and they're all over. They're all parked out in front of my house. Because I live on the corner here, so they're all. I'm like, wow. So yeah, they're about just up the street from me. I stood
Did
here
you
and
get
watched.
video? That would have been great.
Yeah, I got some, but it's got some language and.
Oh well,
I,
sure.
I tested it to or sent it to Teresa because she was at work. She says, "Damn it, I have to be working on the most exciting day of the week." That was fun
Oh my God.
to watch to see that them getting taken down, and we're all like, "Don't drop the soap," you know, as they were all about, you know.
Oh wow.
So at least they know that we're all on to them around here. So maybe they'll move their business somewhere else.
Yeah.
Bum crack. Julie says, I love when Todd does a woman's voice.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Gwen.
That was Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen says I'm being too loud. She's still trying to snooze in.
I don't blame her.
Brett, go
I'd be trying to get
away.
every second I could.
Yeah. We're going up Saturday to pick a venue for wedding rehearsal dinner.
Oh, good.
Fun. When is the wedding?
It's like August 8th, 7th, 8th, 9th, something like that.
One of those days.
Saturday, whatever that Saturday is.
I have 2 weddings coming up this year.
Oh wow.
Both my nieces are getting married.
I'm
Great.
thinking with the amount we're spending on the wedding that we should just have the wedding rehearsal dinner at McDonald's.
Been there, done that.
Maybe maybe Chick-fil-A.
It wasn't a rehearsal. It was the aftermath, but it was still McDonald's.
Aftermath.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's the only
Whatever
time
works.
I've ever like been in Las Vegas was when Valerie got married. That's the only time I've ever been to Las Vegas.
Cool.
I've
That
drove
was-
through it a couple times, but
You
And I
couldn't
was-
find a better place to eat in Vegas than McDonald's. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what the
Well, that's
reason for it was.
fine.
It was probably
Well-
just because that was the cheapest place to go at that time,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, after you spend all that money on a wedding, you just
Well,
come
It
out
was-
broke and happy.
no.
Yeah.
Nope, that wasn't the case.
it was kind of it wasn't quite a shotgun wedding, but it was damn near close. It was kind of like, okay, you know, we went to the world famous Chapel of the Bells and got
Ooh.
married. I was 16
Chapel of the
years old,
Bells.
and yeah, got married. Crazy.
Joanne says that it was a slow eBay day for her, but she listed 20, so that was good.
Good job. That's the thing, is you got to list through it. And believe me, it's hard for me to take my own advice, but you know, when you're not getting the incentive in sales, it kind of dampers your will to list, because you know, you're like, well, what am I listing for? You know, but I mean, you have to think positive and, you know, get new stuff in there and
Yeah.
just do it. Got to do it. Got to keep that momentum going.
I've been slowed way down with all the testing and searching stuff for wires, and
Yeah.
so that game console is the only thing I listed yesterday.
That's all right though.
Did
I
have
mean,
5 total sales, but
it's got to be done though, right? Like especially with electronics, you have to try to, you know, try to get that stuff tested so that you know what you're selling.
I wish I knew how to fix them, because I got several that probably not much wrong with them, but I don't know how to fix them. Cause they like power on and they put the screen up on the TV, but maybe a door is stuck or maybe the disc doesn't spin. So
Mm,
if I could get a little part and fix them for cheap,
yeah.
I'd have a working unit. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm not even sure what you would need for that.
You just sell it for parts of repair. That's what I do. I just put it on for parts of repair,
Yep.
Yeah,
and they still
I
sell.
may do. I may do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I saw a couple of those sell for parts like $30. So I was like,
I mean, it's better than getting nothing out of it, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
And some people like to do that, just fix them and then they flip them. So
Oh, Joanne's going to the Highway 70 sale this weekend too. I think
Nice.
Liz and her husband left for that yesterday.
Oh, cool. Julie said I made and shipped 20 packages yesterday, and I had 11 sales afterwards. Just about
Wow.
killed my back.
Hmm.
She
Good
is
job,
just
though.
that's a
She
good
is
hurt though.
racking them up lately. That's good.
Oh,
I'm glad your business has made it back.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes it's hard to get everything done that needs to get done.
yeah, I understand the back thing. As you've been carrying a 15-pound baby and then,
Mhm.
uh, and then doing that too.
Oh, today's Liz's birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Liz.
Happy birthday, Liz.
Birthday, Liz.
True 72, June 11th.
Is she even in here?
I haven't seen her.
I haven't seen her yet, but I think that's what she said yesterday was that her and her husband, if I'm not mistaken, her and her husband was going, leaving yesterday afternoon for the
Yeah.
Highway 70 sale.
Well, Beth does a good job of keeping up with everybody's birthdays, so
Yes,
I'm
she
Yeah,
sure
does.
thank
that's
you,
all
Beth,
right.
for letting us know.
Yes, she does. She does a great job.
I think that's what I'm going to say. I want for my birthday is to hit the 127 sale.
There you go.
Well, my birthday's in July, but it starts in August. So I said that gives you a month to not have to get me anything because that's what I want. It gives you a month to save up so I can go on that trip.
Awesome. Have you got all that stuff listed from your house cleaning out?
No, I'm still working on it. I got it put out of my way to where I don't trip and fall over it now.
All right.
Todd just likes to cap on somebody else because
Because I've had
he's
some.
got all his stuff.
Uh-huh.
He likes to take that.
I got 10 items listed from it so far. And
That's
I'm working on the
great.
next batch. I sold 2 of them within minutes of listing them, so I'm happy.
Julie said Emmy was fussy yesterday too. She's teething pretty bad right now. I think her 2 front
Aw.
teeth are about to come through. Well,
Yeah.
it's about time.
So you got 20 packages to Russie Baby. Life is great over at Julie's
And
house.
a 4-year-old son that wants all of his mama's
Let's
attention.
not forget. Sure.
Can't forget AJ. Oh my gosh. Yep, you are a busy mama. For sure. Well, sorry I was late this morning. Sometimes that's just what happens.
It is.
If you were late, that means I was on time.
There you go. So I made
I'm
everybody
always
else look good. That's okay. It wasn't that. It wasn't too bad. Just a few minutes.
Even though I try to be in here on time, I still don't ever make it. And I don't know why. It's just from the living room to here.
Me too.
What is that?
Me
Oh,
too.
good.
Now, if I had to drive somewhere, I'd probably be on time, but
Right. Right. Well, I'm glad he was at his grandma's yesterday. That way you could get a little break, you know. 'Cause I know that makes it hard when you're trying to get everything done and getting orders. I gotta do my reset today, but I gotta change something up because this is not getting very many I'm not getting very many sales right now. I seen your message, Julie. He does keep asking me if Mimi's coming to his construction party. We're working on it. Maybe. It's still a maybe. Yeah, he's having a big that's his theme for his 5th birthday is construction. So all of the backhoes and tractors and all that stuff. So he's really excited about that. Hi, AJ.
Hey, AJ.
Too bad you couldn't contact a local construction company and have them drive by the house for him.
You know, actually, they were working on the road in front of their house a couple of days ago, about a week
cool.
ago, I guess. And so they were out there with the backhoes and the
I bet he was in seventh heaven.
the dump truck, and oh yeah, he was so excited. Joanne says, Valerie, do you do promoted listings? I do. Yep. I will pay to get sales.
I do too, but I only do like 1%. I don't want to give them too much.
And I do a pretty high percentage. I do 16.7. And I know for a lot of people that's a lot, but because the majority of my clothing, this is the reasoning.
That's in the green room.
Because the majority of my items are, are clothing, and you know the clothing market is pretty saturated. That's why I have my promoted listings so expensive. And I try to put that in my price also. So I do price a little bit higher than the comps because of that. So it kind of offsets that 16.7%. Morning, Beth.
Hey,
Morning, Beth.
Sally, did you get your challenge?
I did. And
Okay,
I'm
I just
sitting
want to
here.
make sure.
I was sitting here thinking yesterday, like all day, like, what have I not shared with anybody? That's the hard part. I
Yes.
mean, somebody just asked me yesterday, is there anything that Sally won't say on here? And I'm like, no, not really. But yeah, that's the hard part is
Yeah.
I thought of 2 things so far, but I haven't thought of the 3rd thing.
Okay.
That's difficult. I'm an open book.
Well, what I did was I thought of things that I talked about a long time ago. So people probably either forgot or they weren't there when it was said.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for what, 3 years?
No, we've been doing it for 3 years, almost 4 years in December. So yeah, pretty much.
We've been over the stories, Beth.
Oh, okay.
We're starting to tell stories like 3rd and 4th times.
I haven't heard them because every day's a new day to me on the Chick Picker Show. When I learn all kinds of stuff.
Yep, you never know what's going to be said or done.
Joanne says one thing that jump starts for me is ending the promoted listings and starting it over. Yeah, that's kind of what I do, but I end all my listings every Thursday and sell similar everything. And then I set a sale, and then I set my promoted listing. So it's all kind of all bunched into one. I just do everything and then just let it roll.
See, I was always told that you needed to wait at least 60 days because it takes 30 days just for Google to index it.
I don't buy that.
Really?
Mm-mm.
From what I've
Do you
seen,
want, do
from
you
what
want me
I've
to,
seen too, I don't buy it either.
do you want me to tell them what you told me to do? Valerie, the other day,
well,
I did it. I
That was
think it,
that wasn't today, so I've done forgot what I told you.
well,
Oh,
she
oh,
told,
I know what she's saying. Yeah, about the vacation.
yes.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Because I told her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she, so you tell her about all our conversations. No, it's okay. I better be careful now.
Bad time.
Are you
I'm
talking
kidding.
shit, Beth? Are you talking
No,
shit?
never. She told me for people in the chat, because I was really desperate, like I had 3 goose egg days out of 5 on all platforms, not just eBay. And she said, well, it's really drastic, but she said, if you ever thought about putting your store on vacation for 2 hours. And, you know, I was always told, never put your store on vacation. So I said, I was going to wait until the next morning, but I got antsy and I couldn't wait till the next morning. Like it still went 3 more hours and still nothing, no hits, no nothing, you know, and there's something wrong there if you don't have an offer or a liker or something.
Yeah.
So I put my store on vacation for 2 hours. So I told Valerie, I said, now, you know, where is the beach and where's the pretty girls? And yeah, I'm on vacation, you know. But, so anyway, I
Also
took it
make
back
sure that
off,
you're-
and the next day I started getting sales. Now they weren't a lot of sales, but I'm back up now to where my sales are like, you know, pretty much what I want, but they just got
Right.
to play a lot of catch up now. They just got to play a lot of catch up.
Also make sure you're
know.
sending your offers.
Oh, I do. So, you know,
Yeah,
so
you
that's
know,
something you can try, guys, if it's, you know, last resort.
yeah, I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything. So why not? You know, if you are at 0 anyway, put your store on a cup, you know, for even if it was like overnight, you know, even if you did it before you went to sleep and then you could turn it back on, you know. I don't know. It's probably more of a conspiracy theory than anything else, but hey, if that helps you get sales and helps, you know, bring things back up, then why not? You know, give it a whirl. When I go on vacation, when I actually go on vacation or visit, you know, I put my store on vacation and have a extended handling time, and I'm still getting sales. I am still, and I'm not listing. You know, I'm not feeding the store. And I don't know how or why that happens, but it does. And you know, sometimes you just, you know, what is it? Desperate things.
Times
call for
call
desperate
for
measures.
desperate
That's
measures.
exactly it. I mean, sometimes you do get desperate because you're not getting, you know, last week I was getting, you know, 10, 15 a day, and now I'm only getting 2, you know. There's a problem there. You know, and it could be several things. It could be I'm not listing enough. Could be, you know, maybe things are stale for some reason. Could be a few, you know, different things. But you know, Thursday's reset day, and so I'll get it back on, and I like doing it on Thursday because it really sets it up for the weekend. I think it really sets the store up good. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll
Have
bump
you
it
sold
back
those
up.
before, Beth? Those fluffalumps?
What?
Fluffalumps?
Mm-mm. I've never found one out in the wild.
Oh,
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's a plush, but it's not really a plush. It's kind of a material,
It's a
right?
plush.
Kind of a squishy material. It's not really like, I thought they weren't like really like plush, what you would say, like the kind of material, but
It is plush, but then it has like these dreads, like yarn hair,
yeah.
like the hair that's coming off of it is like yarn, and they're doggies. Yeah, that's what I just packaged.
What
I
you said, a
just
heffalump.
sold a glass from some bar from years ago. I've had it. Well, no, it's a steakhouse. Trail Dust Steakhouse in Arlington, Texas. No clue.
Can you make it to where I can share, Valerie?
Yeah. Hang on.
Trail does steak. It makes me think, do you get dirt on your steak or?
Huh.
Steak tastes a little dusty.
Just this baby right here.
It's
Oh,
Oh, that's cute.
Probably.
that's cute.
probably a very nice place.
That's not what I thought you were talking about, obviously.
It's from '86.
Nice and vintagey. Right?
Huh?
So it's nice and vintagey.
Yeah.
Still in high school.
Got some age on it.
Yeah, but there were, I mean, he had a couple of spots on him where the white's at, but people will still buy them. They're not complete trash whenever they're like that. Just have to, I mean, for the most part, he was clean.
Yeah.
Both of them were. I bought them at a yard sale, I think, both of those. So I probably paid what, $1 maybe for them.
Good sales.
Yeah, not bad. I paid almost $28 total.
Sweet.
I like when that happens, especially with whenever you pick something up like that, I don't even check comps because I know it's old. I know it's something that I had when I was a kid. That's awful. That is awful. I know it's old. It's something that I had when I was a kid.
From the mouth to
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
You know what, Sally? You're
What?
old. You're old.
It sucks getting old. It really does.
Shush.
Sally, I like your hair.
Oh, thanks.
Did you
It's
get it
very
cut?
comfortable.
Yeah, you got it cut, right? Because
Yeah.
it looks so, yeah, it's
Yeah,
adorable.
it's way short. I don't have anything in the back. Just a little long enough to spike. That's pretty
That's
much it. And I'm gonna keep it this way all summer, I think. It just I get too much hair on my head and I start having headache problems. I just can't do it. That's probably why Valerie's having all her headaches.
Probably.
Mhm.
Too much hair? What the heck is wrong with that
The
cat?
ponytails.
It's not even.
Ponytails
Yeah,
make
it's
my head.
not even. It's not even like because I don't have a whole lot of hair. My hair is very, very fine, but it's more of just having that thing, that ponytail on your head, pulling down and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I am looking into getting it cut soon. I
That'd
don't know
be
how
good.
Yeah.
short. I don't know, but I'm.
It's gonna be a surprise for everybody, huh?
Yep.
Mine's getting too long.
Including you?
too.
I don't know what I'm doing yet, but
I think you should cut it super short.
I think so.
I do. You have the face for it. I don't really. My face is too like round.
I can't wait to get mine cut.
You have a longer face and it looks better on you.
Hmm.
What?
Okay.
My son asked me if I was going to get my hair burred off again.
What's so funny? I'm not.
Oh, I just made my face longer.
Oh, I missed.
Making faces.
I have a long face that goes from my chin up over the top of my head all the way to the back.
Yeah, Todd's face goes from here to like right here.
Yeah, a very long face.
Okay, Mr. Ed.
Have you heard of that joke? That joke, a horse walks into the bar and bartender says, "Why the long face?" It's so dumb. It's so dumb, but everybody always laughs
Yeah,
because it's so
funny.
dumb.
What walked into a bar?
A horse.
Then why the long face?
Just shakes her head.
Beth refuses to laugh.
She's like, no,
it's
not
it's too early for a joke like that. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Now it's on. Now I have to make you laugh. Now it's on.
Make him laugh. Make him laugh.
Okay.
So I found this the skirt that I got from Texas,
Uh-huh.
and it is a Lululemon,
Ooh.
Nice.
and it doesn't even look like, I mean, it doesn't have tags on it, but it doesn't look like it's, there's not very much wear on it.
Mhm.
It's pleated, and I have it listed for $60 right now.
Awesome.
Nice. And you
So it
probably
should-
bought it for what, 90 cents or something?
Yeah, I can't remember where I bought it from. I want to say I got it from the bins, but I don't remember exactly. Because it didn't have like a store tag or anything on it. So maybe, 50 cents that I got it for. So that was a great buy. I had forgot about that.
That's cool.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I listed it high because I know I'm going to get offers on it, and so I just wanted to really, it's a nice looking skirt, and it's actually a skirt because it has like the biker shorts underneath it that they're connected, and then it's pleated. It's like straight in the front, and then in the back, like around the sides and the back is pleated. So it almost looks like maybe a tennis skirt, golf, probably not golf, more like tennis. I don't think we went anywhere except the bins no, we went to a couple of thrift stores. Texas Bell, remember we went and Beth went with us to a couple of, yeah. I want to say
Beth.
maybe we went to like 2 thrift stores.
Texas Val is getting so old she can't remember stuff either.
Hey, you know what? That was like a year ago because I'm just as bad because I didn't even remember what I bought.
Yeah.
Is that a year ago already?
Well, in June.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Mm.
I want to say it was, yeah, it was probably around the 20th or so that we went, ooh, I like that.
That's
Naughty
cool.
Oh, that's
movie.
really
I
cool.
love that.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Super soft. Whew.
That is so cool.
Yep,
Dwayne.
Wayne, you're the oldest one.
Wayne.
Hey,
Heard
Beth,
from Dwayne in the
Yeah.
month of
Seeing you here.
Dwayne.
Hey,
Did you hear-
Sally.
did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? He'll stop at nothing to avoid them.
Okay.
You gotta laugh at that one.
Where do you get all this stuff from?
Google.
know.
Just trying to torture me. Trying to torture me.
But if you keep up with the long face, she's going to put more on you.
Yeah, that's why I'm laughing, so I don't have to hear anymore.
You might as well just go in now.
She'll keep going till you laugh. Hey, Tom, there's room for one more.
Hey, Tom, did you get your challenge? I sent Tom a challenge as well.
Yep.
I am gonna do mine. I just
Haven't yet.
I haven't had a chance to even watch yours yet, Beth.
That's okay. I just,
Yesterday was crazy.
I
day.
challenged Tom because I told him he needs to get his butt back on YouTube.
He does.
mhm.
So I'll give him something to do.
Slacking. He's gonna forget everything that he.
I mean, he uploaded a sales video the other day, but his face
Mhm.
wasn't even on it. Like,
Yeah.
It was just,
I
Texas
said
Gal
good
says
for him.
you're gonna make a killing when you get down here, Valerie. I'm hoping so.
Oh, he already filmed it. He just needs to edit it.
okay. Be sure you tag Reseller Rowboat Reseller Challenge for me. 6. Thank you very much.
Don't be sending me any challenges unless you
I
want somebody that
thought
will just
about it.
fail that stuff.
I thought about it, but I thought, no, I don't
Mm.
want to
you
know
say,
any more
Todd?
about Todd than I already know.
There you go. There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you challenge me to do something, you're bound to have somebody that will make the whole group feel better because I'm going to fail at it.
Don't why
Oh,
are you saying that? No, it's just because you don't want to do it, and that's why
Should
you're
be sending
saying
me a
it.
challenge like, you need to list 30
I'm
items
two.
a day.
I don't think it's
Valerie,
anything
I'm
like
2
that.
away from 500 as of this
Woohoo!
morning. So,
The challenge is questions to answer, right?
Yeah.
no, it's just 3 things to tell about you that nobody knows.
Ah,
Oh, I don't even remember
Like
3
I said,
things
I don't
about
want to
me.
hear anything. I don't
he
want to
doesn't
know
even
about
remember
Todd.
things. No.
What
Oh
would
my
y'all
gosh.
not know about me? Y'all already know everything about me.
That's what
Probably
Sally
not.
was saying.
Probably not everything.
My life is like that movie, The Jerk. I was born a poor black child. I love that movie.
That was a good movie.
Stay away from the cans. These cans. Yeah, trying to shoot him.
What?
Oh, he was
Sally's
at a
lost.
gas. He was
I'm
at
sorry,
a gas.
my Allie's
Just-
tarot thing is coming up. She's doing all her videos. And so every time it comes up, my hearing aid blinks out
Uh-oh.
because it's giving me a notification.
Aha.
What? I was gonna say something. Oh,
Yeah.
I finished the little fires.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
What'd
that
you
was pretty
think?
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. That other one, it's only a HBO add-on.
Oh, must have been when when Hulu was doing some kind of collab or something with HBO.
Yeah,
But that was a really good one too.
was it?
Yeah.
I'll have to find a couple of things on there that are like that
You
I
might
know
be
that.
able might be able to find that on maybe YouTube.
Oh,
You might
maybe.
be able to find. I mean, maybe somebody bootlegged it. I cannot talk today.
Must have been drinking this morning, Valerie.
My monster.
What's in that monster? Monster, you're a monster. Monster and what? What? It's like my
Monster
neighbor across the street. She's partial to vodka and stuff like that.
Yeah.
By 9 o'clock in the morning, it's like,
Ah.
they're drinking beer and everything else. And I did that when I worked second shift or third shift. You know, I'd come in the bowling alley and crack open a beer, and everybody's like, "Ooh!" I was like, "Well, I haven't been to bed yet, so." They're all drinking coffee and eating donuts, and I'm ordering a hamburger and a beer.
So I got some new sandals
Huh?
because my Fit Flops,
Mm-hmm.
they keep breaking, and I keep super or hot gluing them together, but they keep breaking. Like the side of it keeps coming out of the rubber.
Right.
So I wanted to find something that was like yoga type, because that's what these are. But like I really like to spread my toes out,
Mm-hmm.
even in my like flip-flops.
Mhm.
So and I think it's good for you. It helps your balance, it helps your circulation, stuff like that. So I got Xero shoes, Xero,
Okay.
and I looked into them, before I bought them, but they're pretty expensive. I mean, I paid 20 for mine, which is a lot for flip-flops for me, but
Yeah.
they look really comfortable and well made.
That's good.
But I'd never heard of them before, but it's supposed to be, and they have tennis shoes too. So if I like them, if I like the feel of them and everything like that, and they, my feet feel okay in them, I think I might get tennis shoes from them too.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody has any size 8s or 8.5s or even 9s, really, I could probably wear a 9 and a tennis shoe. That's Xero shoes, which is Xero. Let me know. I might hit you up and buy those from you.
Cool. There you go.
They just seem like really, like they kind of put thinking into the the making of the shoe. I have become so against wearing a tennis shoe that has a heel on it.
Mm-hmm.
My feet don't feel good on them anymore. I wore them for years, especially, doing, CNA and stuff like that. They felt good. And I felt like I had support that I needed, in my foot. Well, now my feet just feel crappy in tennis shoes.
Hmm.
And so what I've been wearing for the last 2 years, some shoes that I got, I don't even think they're brand name or anything like that. I don't even know the name of them. And I want to say that I got them at the shoe company, but I might have got them at Walmart, to tell you the truth. But they have like no heel on them. and
No heel, like you mean, or do you mean the back? Like, you
the
mean the
no,
heel, like the,
no, it has a back on the shoe.
oh, I can't wear
But
shoes with backs on them. But you're
right,
talking about this,
I have
you're
to wear
talking
a
about
shoe
the
with the
size
back.
of the heel. Okay.
Yeah, the size of the heel, it's like nothing, and it's even more nothing. What do you got, Todd?
I try these New Balance with the CUSH Cush Plus.
Mhm.
Cush.
Cush Plus. They're really feels like you're walking on foam.
Yeah,
You
it
have,
has like
Real
probably
real comfortable.
memory foam.
so you have to wear a flat sneaker, like a flat? See,
Yeah.
I can't wear completely flat. That bothers me. But I can't
See-
wear any shoe with a back on it. I can't wear like even a sneaker that has a really soft back. It
Oh,
ki-
really?
Yeah, it kills me. So I have to
I
wear backless sneakers even in the wintertime.
see, and this is the thing, like with the shoes that I'm wearing now, and they're so worn out that I need new shoes. But I can't bring myself to buy anything because I really can't find anything else that I want,
Yeah.
that
Right.
I think is gonna feel good. And I
How
look
do you
at
walk
Skechers.
through snow in the winter,
Have
Maggie?
you tried Skechers?
Yes.
If I have
Skechers
to,
was my go-to.
if it snows and I have to, I can wear a boot. I have this big bump on the back of my heel and it's got a weird name. It's like a Hageland's deformity or something like that.
Cool.
So it's like this big bump on the back of my heel. So anything that rubs against it, even the softest of a sneaker, just drives me crazy. If I have to in winter, if it's snowing, I can wear a boot that completely comes up so
Yeah.
that there's no edge that's rubbing against it.
Hmm.
But for the most part, I just wear, backless.
Oh, so
And
when
I bought-
when someone tags Maggie, that can be one of her things that we didn't know.
But now you all know it about me.
Well, just us. I mean,
Anyway, you
if
can't
other
tag
people-
me. I'm not a YouTuber, so.
Oh, that's right. Dadgummit.
I just
I-
play one on this show.
I can wear snow boots. I wore snow boots last year and those didn't have any effect on like my foot, which maybe it was because I wasn't wearing them all the time.
Maybe. Have you tried
So-
Skechers? Michael's doctor told him to never wear the same pair of shoes 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
He's a diabetic, so he has to be really careful about his feet. And
That's-
he has back problems even from if he doesn't wear the right shoes.
Yeah.
And the doctor said to him, get yourself at least 2 good pair of sneakers or whatever, and never wear the same one 2 days in a row. Switch out every day.
Yeah. I can't wear Skechers.
Hank says, yeah, good pair of boots.
Yeah.
But how about Easy Spirit? Or because some of the comfort brands are good, but they're so pricey. Where Skechers or Easy Spirit are a little less.
I wouldn't even care that they were pricey because if they're gonna feel good on my foot, then it's worth it,
True.
But I don't want to
Morning,
wear.
Bill.
I don't want to buy something that I'm not gonna wear.
Yeah,
Right.
So
that's the thing. You spend a lot of money and then it sits in your closet,
mhm.
and then a year later you sell them on eBay for half of what you bought them for.
True.
I wore some sandals that were called the glove or body glove or something. They were amazing.
I've worn
That's
Vionic.
awesome.
Have you worn Vionic?
Mm-mm.
They're like flip flops though.
Yeah.
I thought
They
about
have
getting some of
sneakers.
those.
Vionic does have sneakers. They have a
I thought
website,
about
Vionic.
getting some of those sandals that are just like a glove for your foot. I thought about getting something like that, but I don't think I can wear that all the time, and I definitely can't wear it to work.
Yeah.
I've worn, you have to wear flip flops to work. I've worn shoes
Mhm.
called Sanuk, SANUK, that are basically just a flat thing with, they call them yoga sandals. They're just flat, and then it's like a material, it's like a stretchy material that wraps over your foot and around the back of your heel like a sling.
That's
Mhm.
basically what I bought. That's the Zero shoes, but
Yeah.
I can't wear those to work.
Ah,
I have to have a like a tennis shoe type shoe.
Yeah.
check out.
I wear Asics.
Yeah. I've heard
That's
Asics are
great.
good.
That's
I mean,
great.
Asics. That's a really good, pair of
Yeah, I've heard they're good. I'm gonna
shoes.
pop out of here for a second.
And they don't not to say that they don't, you know how like some shoes will blow out, like the gel or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
These usually don't have. I usually don't get that kind.
And what
Um,
kind are those?
Asics.
Um,
I
I
wore
tried.
Asics Tigers a lot when I was young and running 6 miles a day.
Texas Val says she has a pair of Z-Coil tennis shoes that she needs to list. Those are, yeah, there's a lot of people that wear those. A lot of nursing that wear those, the coil ones.
Yeah. Those were real popular with the older gang at Home Depot.
I don't know how they do that. 'Cause I would surely fall and or break my leg or something, my ankle. I just know I would. But yeah, Hank says she wears boots year round. Protects the feet, and a plus is that you get to collect your sweat inside the boots as the calf it runs down your leg. That's disgusting. What?
That's
Look.
being a cowgirl.
Oh man. Yeah, I just wear my reefs. I wear reef flip flops during the winter and then tennis shoes in the summer, and then yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
man.
I'll be right back. Please stay tuned for these messages.
Poor Valerie. As soon as she said in the summer or in the winter that she wore her flip flops, I was gonna say something and I'm like, nope, she'll figure it out. She was saying it backwards. Yeah, that's me too, Val. I think I don't know. It seems like I have these that I wear in the house. And sometimes I'll even wear them like to the store or whatever. But and these are what's the name of these? Oh, these are Propet. Propet. And they're like they're almost like the cloud type shoe. And it's really squishy, like not squishy, I shouldn't say squishy, but like there is a hard part to the sole, but it's also more comfortable, I think. But it's pretty flat as far as walking on them. It feels like it gives support, but it also feels more flat to me. But these don't have a heel. And when I bought these, I bought them for like $6 or something at a thrift store. And I was like, I'm keeping these because they just seem like really good shoes. And as soon as I put my foot in them, I was like in love. And then I looked them up and I could have sold them for about $60. Oh, Brandon's calling me. I can't wear Crocs. I cannot do it. I shock myself all the time in freaking Crocs. And to me, it's just not worth it.
Hey, Bill.
Oh my God, Bill. Do you have any shoes with the back on them? Because I think if I had Propay shoes that I could, that I could wear to work, I think I would wear those. Even if they're like a loafer type. They're very comfortable shoes.
Never heard of them before.
Made in, God, I can't remember. They're made somewhere else. They're not, made. It says made in China, but they might be, but they're like known for another place like Switzerland or something. It depends on what kind of shoe, Bill. Like for a tennis shoe, probably 8. If they're Propays, they're probably a wide shoe anyways. So I could do a 8 or maybe a 9. What are you talking about, Egg? Oh,
Talking about Crocs.
oh, I can't do Crocs. They just, I agree that they're really comfortable, but at the same time, I shock myself so much because of static electricity.
Your stock shocked me too.
Yeah, I know it. I am shocking. This is true. Pair I'm looking at is a 9.5. Yeah, that's a little big. Yeah, that's a little too big for me. I'm sorry. If you find anything else, shut up, Tom. If you find anything else, let me know. Let me know, because I love that brand, Propay, Propet.
Yeah, it's a good brand.
The percentage of people who've given up on fashion seem to me to be high percentage wearers of Crocs. Not trying to point anybody out in particular, but if you've just totally given up and traded comfort for fashion, there you go.
And especially
me-
Crocs with socks.
Yeah,
Crocs with socks. Yeah, that really looks high Tony fashion with some
I gotta take this outside.
some nice camouflage shorts and a t-shirt that said, "I drank all the beer in Connecticut." Yeah.
Why is this not letting me print here?
I used to wear Crocs to work when I worked in the hospital. They worked pretty good for me.
Yeah, I know they're really practical shoes, but they're almost like the old geezer guys at the old folks home that wear the Velcro shoes.
Yeah.
Wear the sass shoes with the Velcro flap on the top.
Mm-hmm.
You know, SAS shoes, San Antonio shoes.
Mhm.
They make some ugly shoes, but they're
They do, but they sell.
and they're practical.
They sell very well.
Mhm.
They last a long time and they're comfortable and they're almost orthotic. They're just so good for your feet. But they ugly. Why can't they make really good feeling shoes that are also nice looking? I don't know.
I don't know. Todd. I just don't
Maybe
know.
Michael Jordan needs to start working with SAS shoes. Come out with Air SAS
Air sass.
instead of a Nike swoosh. Maybe put a lightning bolt on it or something.
All
It says
right.
they do. They're called boots, Todd.
Oh, let's see here.
This. What about this?
Why haven't the Croc people started making a boot? That would be different.
Would be different. There'd probably be some people that would be all over that too. What is this? L25.
I got Crocodile Rock on my brain.
Let's see here. Morning, Jim and Tara. Tom says my son, the lab tech, has these shoes that nurses swear by. Looks like the Dutch wooden shoes.
That would be Dansko, probably.
Probably. They kind of look like a Dutch type of shoe. Water boots, except they'll have holes in them, so they're highly ineffective. Man, I cannot talk or read or nothing today.
That's because you got something to drink up there. You're drinking.
Yeah, I guess. There must be something
We
in
all
that.
thought so.
There must be something in that monster. I don't know. What's everybody doing today? Listing.
Mhm.
Yep.
I gotta mow the yard today.
I'm really glad that I got that out of the way this week. I was trying to talk myself out of it, but I just went out and got it done, and now I don't have to worry about it for 5 more days or so.
Yeah, Gwen gave me the hint. We were outside yesterday. She took some stuff back up to her school yesterday. Since she doesn't need it here at the house now that it's summer.
Right.
So we were loading stuff in the back of her car and she looked out at the yard and says, "Man, that grass grows fast."
Just nonchalantly, huh?
Yeah.
But you took the hint.
Yeah.
That's
I've already
good.
had to start watering some. It's been hot and dry.
Yeah.
It looks like the wind stole Brandon's graduation sign.
Uh-oh.
He's not going to be happy about that. Spent like $11 or $12 getting it printed out. So,
Oh my gosh. Should have bolted it down.
It is missing.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know like where it's at. I looked all over the yard. It's not out there.
Weed whacking. I think I'm becoming a wimp because every time I use a weed whacker, after I get done and come inside and sit down, my hands just shake. Like my arm muscles are going, what did you do to us?
What'd you do to me?
Yeah. I need to get one of those. I've got the one with the curved handle.
Uh-huh.
So it's not really, because I'm 6 feet tall, it's not practical to wear the little strap over my shoulder while I'm running it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe the next one I'll get one of those straight shaft weed whackers so I can wear the strap, because I'm just turning into a wimp. My arms are like butter inside of skin. But whatever.
That's great, Joanne. Yeah, you might find Hank is looking for a pool, but she can't find anything around her because they've already bought them all up.
Also, this weekend is Dollar General's clearance event, just so you know. Half off on all of the already clearance price.
Oh, nice.
So if it's $10 on clearance, then that means it is $5.
Mhm. But I'm not buying anything. Not gonna rope me into that one. Nope.
Huh. That's weird. Usually Walmart or somebody would have pools.
The best thing that you could do with that is order online and have it delivered to your Walmart.
True. Yeah.
That's one, because they've got to have some in their warehouses somewhere.
Yeah. I'm thinking of because we have a bathtub slash like spa type
Mhm.
tub sitting in front of the house right now on its side. And it came from the person across the street. He put in a shower and threw that tub out. Well, it's a huge tub, and like it has, has everything to do like the whirlpool and all that. But I thought about just cleaning it out and putting it in the backyard for me to splash around in if it gets too warm.
There you go.
And then just putting chemical in it.
What about Hank? What about Amazon? Can you find anything on Amazon? Surely there's some pools on Amazon.
There's got to be some somewhere, at least online. And Aldi's has a deal on one right now, I think. Isn't it right now, Valerie?
I don't know.
I can't remember what I told you. It was either
Join my
don't-
world.
Well, don't ask Valerie because she's drinking. She
I
can't.
know.
Shit.
But I think it's
Welcome to my world.
I think it was the 9th or 10th that it started. And it's a sale, and it's like a big like 3-footer not tub, 3-footer swimming pool that has a pump and everything.
There you go, Hank. Even thought about filling up the bed of the truck after lining the bed
Mhm.
with the Visqueen. I don't know what that is, but
Hey,
keep shooting down my ideas.
Maggie, I need your help.
Yes.
Look at this dress. See the sides?
That's cute.
It's a Vince Camuto, new with tags. Do you see the
Mm.
sides? What do you call that? It starts at the sleeve, but it goes all the way down the sides. It looks like a mermaid almost.
I would
Looks-
say tapered.
On your sleeves,
You
I'm
have it, that extra strip of fabric. Is that what you're
Right.
talking? Oh, yeah.
is that a dolman or a batwing?
It looks like a kind of, it does look like a batwing sleeve, but it doesn't
But
look
it
like,
goes all the way down the dress though,
yeah.
all the way down to the end.
I've actually never seen anything like that.
No.
Is there a
Okay.
style number on the dress?
I don't know. And I picked it up at the bins. It's it's got $100 price tag on it, but it has no sash. $128 price tag. Yeah,
Nice.
it does have a style on it.
What's the style number?
VC3U2017.
VC3U2017.
Yeah, V as in Victor. VC.
It doesn't pull up anything. That's,
See, whenever I look up style numbers, they never pull up for me. I don't.
they don't
Yes.
always. But so I would imagine that's a dress from 2017, right, Valerie?
Mhm.
That's what,
I would guess.
I do have I have the
I don't have them ready
ISBN
quite
number.
yet.
I have the ISBN number.
What's the ISBN number?
I'm
Great. Oh,
looking it up
great.
right now.
The small one did?
Yeah, but there's no matches for that one either. Shoot.
There's no matches for the ISBN.
Mm-mm.
I've never seen anything like that.
Have you ever done, can you go over to Vince Camuto site and put the style number in there?
They're sold at like Nordstrom though. Not like at a site. They're sold in the store. at,
No,
like-
but I'm saying you can buy them online. You can go to the Vince Camuto website, and you
Couldn't
may
find
be
it.
able to, huh?
To
I couldn't
find that
find one.
dress.
They're sold at Overstock. They're sold when you go to vincecamuto.com. Oh, I guess there is.
Is it a plus size dress?
No.
Like maybe a 12, 8, maybe an 8 or
Oh.
12.
Oh, okay.
It's a 6.
Oh, it's a 6.
Yeah, and there's no, even when I go to the Vince Camuto site and put the style number in, it's not coming up.
Yeah, I think it's because it's a couple years old. I think that 207 on the end means 2017
Mhm.
year.
On your tag, does it have any information on your tag? Because
Just
sometimes
the color.
just the color. Okay.
Mhm. The ISBN, which I've already looked that up, the style number. Mm-mm. It's
I
so
would
pretty.
kind of
But-
say like a side pleat almost.
Yeah. Yeah, a side pleat might be. I mean, the bottom line is, here's the bottom line. Whatever term might, if there even is a term for it, nobody's going to be searching for that.
Right.
You know what I'm
They're gonna-
saying?
Yeah.
So it's not important in the great
Yeah.
scheme of things.
Yeah. They're gonna want to see how
Right.
it's hanging.
Maybe take a close-up picture of it,
Yeah,
kind
I
of spread
did.
apart to
Yeah.
show that
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, I
And
did.
yeah, I like the side pleat term, side pleat detailed all the
Yeah.
way, runs the length of both sides.
Hmm.
You think without a sash, it's gonna sell?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People
Somebody
will
will,
wear a belt with it.
yep,
if
somebody
they
will buy
want.
that and get a nice belt, and people
Yeah, it'll
throw,
sell.
people throw away those self belts anyway and put other belts on.
Yep.
I mean, it's very pretty.
What about the color, this pattern right here?
Ombre.
Ombre. Well,
What you
yeah,
say, Valerie?
yeah, ombre. I wouldn't call
'Cause
that ombre.
it goes all the way, if it's dark, all the way at the
Well,
bottom,
that's
right?
true.
And then it
That's true.
graduates up.
Yeah,
But what
It's
about
like-
okay,
I would almost say watercolor.
watercolor?
Oh, yeah, that's a good term. That's a good one.
Man, that alcohol must have wore off or something. Because I can talk now and think at the same time. Sometimes I surprise myself.
Yeah. Maybe
You're
you
learning
could
about
teach-
dresses, Todd.
What? Oh yeah, yay.
He's so
Yeah.
excited.
You said
Well,
ombre, and I was like, that's some kind of like Hispanic dude, isn't it? What?
Oh man.
Yeah. I was really bummed when I found out that it didn't have a sash when I got home.
That's no big deal,
It was
though.
probably in the bin, you know.
That's minimal. That is minimal. You know, just put, you know, no belt. No belt included.
No belt with your ombre.
That's right. But yeah, I gotta get some sales. I gotta pull out the big kahunas now.
Yeah, Thursday's your
stuff
day
done.
for reset, so you'll
Yeah.
have a good weekend.
I'm hoping so. I gotta do that, and then I gotta get some more stuff on. And I've had a lot of, you know, when you're selling things pretty regularly, you know, you're selling a lot of your good stuff, and so I think I don't have a whole lot of good stuff, you know, because it's all been bought. So I got to replenish that. I've actually been thinking, and Carol will probably chastise me for this, but I think I'm going to go over to once I get these clothes from Texas listed, I'm going to go over to the storage unit and grab a box or two and go through that and see if I can find. I got to be excited about it. I can't, you know, I have to be excited about what I'm listing, and you know, right now I've kind of went through these boxes a couple of times, and so now I'm kind of at the, you know, the crap part of it. I don't want
Yeah.
to say crap, but you know, it's not so exciting part of it, you know. So really, I just need to go through it and just say no, going to the thrift store, you know. But I mean, then I think about it in another sense. I've spent money on this, whether it was 10 cents or, you know, $2 or $3. I've spent money on this stuff, so it does need to get listed.
Patty says you do need to go to the thrift store.
I am on my no buying spree right now, but I feel like, yeah, that's why I'm going to go to my storage unit.
Buy from yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go shopping at my thrift store. It's called Val's Place. That's right.
And the stuff's already been paid for, so you're donating it to yourself. So
Tom says every piece of clothing you sell gets you closer to Lance. That's so true. I know, Patty. I gotta hold. I know I can do this. I gotta just do it. Valerie, do you have a local flea market you could sell at? I do not. So if your cost for $1, yeah, I don't have a place, a flea market around here.
Hi, Thrift Daddy. Haven't seen you in ages.
Hey, hey. When let's see, you don't have to buy when you source unless it's a home run. Yeah, that's
I'm a bad influence too.
that doesn't work for me.
Mhm.
Joanne
Yeah,
says
you
I
can't just go
changed-
window shop.
no. Joanne says I changed up how I'm listing and it revitalized me. All I did was switch to making drafts of everything first, then taking pics and adding. It has really helped. That's what I do. I always make drafts.
I always take the pictures first.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
But I've done it both ways.
yeah,
If I take too many pictures, like I know it'll be better to just take pictures, and then sit down and list. But then I get confused. Is this picture of that? Like I get confused with too many pictures in my
right.
thing. I know
Right.
that's bizarre, but I do. So I take the pictures, I do the listing, and then I go start all over again. Take the pictures, do the listing. Or sometimes I'll take pictures of maybe 5 items. I'll do 5 items at a time.
You do one picture at a time, one item at a time?
Yeah,
Oh God.
I know.
I would shoot myself if I did that.
I am now confirming that I'm as stupid as Todd thought I was, but
No,
yeah.
it's not
No,
stupid,
no,
but for me, I would be just, oh my God.
I know it is much more productive to do it the other way, but
Now,
I
but
have a
do you
difficult
do it on your, yeah, but do you like put it in your app immediately or do you put it in your computer, the pictures?
I take my pictures and then they automatically show up on my computer after I take them.
Okay, well that
So I
helps.
take the pictures, but I edit them in my phone first. I crop them or do whatever I want to do with them.
Oh.
And then I go to my computer and there they are. And then I write up the listing and then I do the listing and then I cross post to the other sites. And then when I'm done, I start the next. Oh, that's a good idea. I've tried that. Bill says, do you use identification tags? I've done where I've taken the pictures and then I've just taken a blank. But sometimes when the pictures come in on my computer, they're not in the order that they are on my phone. So I can't guarantee there's probably a setting or something that I'm missing. But yeah, that's a good, I've done that when I've done like, say I've taken 5 at a time. I'll take like just a blank shot of the white wall to distinguish between the one picture and the next.
Yeah.
That's a
But
good idea.
yeah, I know.
We just have to do it the best
But
way
you know what?
that works
Maybe
for us.
doing all the drafts would be good. Maybe doing 10 drafts and then going back and taking the pictures.
I usually do 5.
Thank
I
you.
usually do
Yeah.
a batch of 5. So I'll do 5 drafts and then go take pictures. And that usually helps. That usually works for me. And Karen says I make drafts all the time whenever I get a chance, and eventually I take photos and list. Yeah, I like that system.
Yeah, I do photograph in square mode, but I don't really crop as much as I
don't edit
I
any of my pictures.
Me neither.
no, I use Pick Tap Go to kind of brighten it up. Although Bill gave me a fantastic tip that has actually saved me a lot of time. He showed me how to do check the vivid mode on in my phone before I take the picture, and that has saved me a lot of time because that gives me a much better color.
What mode?
It's vivid.
Oh,
Yeah, when I go to take the picture,
Let's see if I have that.
I choose the vivid mode, and it does give me better color.
Hmm.
Yeah, Karen, I'm sorry, I do edit my photos. I'm kind of weird about that.
It's okay though. I mean, that's whatever it takes for you to be able to get done whatever you need to get done. That's the only thing that's important.
I think I just have a really poor, I think it's a mental thing. You know what I mean? I think
Right.
either I just have a really poor attention span, or
I do. I'm the
I
same
just get
way.
utterly confused by all those pictures in my thing
Yeah.
when I go to look, and yeah, I just get confused by it. Yeah, Vivid is Vivid is on the iPhone.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's on the iPhone, not on.
I don't know. There might be a similar setting. And what the good thing about it is it saves. So once I'd set it, it especially for books, that saves me a lot of time when taking photographs of books. Now books, yeah. Books I'll do a bunch at a time, because especially for Amazon, I'll usually only take one, maybe two. So I just know I have to look for that one photo. Morning, Glenn.
I always try to do at least 4 pictures of everything.
Oh, clothing I do. Probably I usually do.
Well, I mean, I usually do like at least 10 or 12 of clothing, but anything else,
well,
even like a postcard, I will do 4 pictures, because I heard 4 pictures are better than 1 or 2.
in eBay, I definitely do.
I know,
But on
yeah.
Amazon, I only usually take one, the cover.
Yeah.
Most people don't even put photos in Amazon, so I just take the cover. And
Yeah.
then sometimes if it's like a DVD set or something, I might take a picture of the inside showing the DVD and the booklet or something like that.
Mhm.
Because I figure when somebody goes to that page, it just shows listing, and mine has that little photo there. It draws
Mhm.
their eye to it, and it takes only a few seconds.
Right.
So
Karen says I edit my photos because I feel like it might prevent less returns if I can try to get it to look as real as possible. Yeah. I mean, the way you have to look at it is you're building a story for the customer, so they can see the item, as much as they, as much as they can, so they can make a decision if they want to buy it. So yeah, I mean, you gotta show as much. That's why I take so many photos of clothing. I just try to picture all the ins and outs of of the clothing and the tags and all that. But yeah. Good morning, Thelma. Good morning to the hardest working women I know. Well, thank you. You're pretty hard
Thank you,
working,
Thelma.
too. You're supposed to use your women voice in that.
Todd is one of the hardest working women I know.
Thank you, Thelma.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Sammy Kershaw song, hardest working woman.
Yeah.
I've
How
ever
you doing,
seen.
Thelma? Hope everything's going good with you. And I feel like I need to, even though I have so many clothes, I feel like I need to kind of switch it up also, and kind of change gears and maybe work some of this jewelry. But the clothing takes up so much space that it's almost,
I took a break and started listing some blankets, and I've already sold one.
Oh, good.
Oh, cool.
No,
But now I'm back
Karen.
to clothes again.
Yeah, I just have so many clothes, and I've got to get through that storage unit. Like, pretty quick, because not that I what I want to do is I want to clear it out so I can not use that one. I want to get rid of that storage unit, and then I will have just two, which is probably too many. But you know, I gotta get some movement here. Got things going on. So
Excuse me.
It's okay, Thelma. I'm incognito right now. I got my camera turned off. Yeah, I
Guys, I'm
like
gonna go to
watching.
the post office. I'll see y'all later.
all right,
Okay,
Beth.
Bye, Beth.
bye bye.
Thanks for coming on.
I like Thelma's videos where she's going through new jewelry. She never has a bad thing to say about any of it. I just want to hear her say one time, "Oh, this piece sucks." She never does that. "Oh, this is so cute," or "This is so." She's got the vocabulary too. I mean, she knows exactly what to call a piece of jewelry.
Yep.
This is a close nut from. It looks French, and oh, it's just so dainty, you know. And I'm like, well, you know, when I go through jewelry, I'm like, oh, that's kind of pretty. That one looks kind of goldy. Okay, we'll call that gold colored. But no, Thelma's like, oh, that's rose gold quartz, you know, and I'm like, what?
I mean, that's the thing about, you know, this whole job, this whole business is, you got to find out whatever works for you. You know, if you like doing drafts and everything, and that works for you, then hey, you know, that's what you need to do.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't. Thelma she wouldn't say bad things about anyone or anything, I don't think.
No, she's a
Oh,
sweetheart.
look at this piece, isn't it? That'll probably go recycling. It's kind of lovely. I hate to do that.
That'll be recyclable. Yep.
Yeah, I bet Thelma has 58 words for the color red, you know? And she uses the perfect word every time.
Yeah.
How do you even know so many
Crimson red.
She would make a
names?
great one of those people on like QVC or one of those channels that can spend a half an hour describing one piece of clothing until you just have to have it. Like,
all right, I'll
like watch Selma and you're like, I have to have that.
Fine.
And yeah, and gorgeous while she's doing it, right, Patty? Like, I want to be Selma when I grow up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord. Don't you hate it when you see something on Facebook and you want to go back later and find it again and you have no idea who said it or where you saw it or
Yep. Been there, done that. No doubt. I got a couple of jewelry. I got another jewelry jar I got to open up, unbox. And I think I have maybe 2 or 3 more smaller things that I got. So I need to do video. I'm not opening them until I'm doing the videos. So I need to get in that. Get that going.
Yep.
That's right. Hank says, click the save button and you can review it later in your saved list. Maggie.
What's that?
when you see something on Facebook, you can click the save button, and you can renew it or review it later in your saved list.
That is absolutely true. I never think of that in the moment though. But yeah, thank you. To remember to keep doing that. I should just do it and then review my saved list because you see some of these things. In this particular, in one of these groups, I saw somebody who does lawn mowing,
Hmm.
and I can't remember who the heck it was or where it was.
Hmm.
Because Michael's getting too old for lawn mowing.
Don't say that too loud. I guess I'm a complex.
No, I mean he's I just feel bad for him, and he won't let me do it. I
Right.
think I don't do it good enough for him.
Alma says your lighting is fantastic, Valerie, on those jewelry videos. I agree.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be able to get that good of lighting.
I love my ring light. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. It has done miracles for my pictures.
Thelma always goes through hers on like the perfect wooden table with the perfect tablecloth on it and doilies and everything set out. And but then I go look at like Blue Bus Dave and he dumps his out on his old nasty grease spilled workbench. Look at this piece of jewelry.
Yeah. Yeah, that has probably been my best investment in my business that I've made in a while. It has done. I mean, because I use it for my videos and I use it for my mannequin or clothing or whatever. So it has really come in very handy and does a great job.
Did you buy that off of Amazon?
I don't remember where I got that. I think I got it off of eBay, actually.
Is it like have a big stand?
Yeah, it has a tripod. I think it has it's a 6-foot tripod.
Mm.
I'll show it to you. But I used to have, I used to have quite an array of lighting. I had 2 umbrella lights, plus I had 2 box lights.
Mm.
So I had 4 lights, and this one thing does what probably more than those 4 lights did. It has really just, so I was able to get all of those, let's see if I can get this to go down here.
Yeah, I thought about getting one of those too because I have the big umbrella lights. You get the square ones with the felt on the face of them or whatever.
Yeah. So this is what I got.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then it has a thing in here for your phone.
So.
And you can actually adjust the lighting on it, so it can, if it shows up yellow, you can almost fine tune it so it doesn't show up yellow.
And that's a big light too.
Yeah, it's a 18-inch. I think it's an 18-inch.
So you put your phone in that little stand thing.
Yeah, so the light's coming from behind it, basically.
Yeah, but I don't. Taking pictures, I usually don't use that for the phone. I only use that for the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do you take pictures with your phone?
I just my hand.
You just put it in the
circle. Mm-hmm.
I don't put it in the carriage thingy, the carrier thing.
Right.
I just hold it like I normally would.
But do you hold
But
it
within
inside the
center.
circle or off to
Yeah,
the
I usually
side?
put it in front of. I usually put it in front of the circle.
Mm.
Yeah, so you get the light coming from behind. But it's usually off to the side is where I'm taking the picture. So I got the light here, and then usually I'm over here like doing, yeah.
Doesn't
I
that take away though? That doesn't like add a shadow?
No.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Thelma says they make tabletop sizes as well, and not all have a phone tripod. That's
Mhm.
right. Yeah, that's true. But this has really been a great investment for me. And it
And the
wasn't,
thing,
I think it was like $90 or something, which,
You need to train the dogs to jump through the center of that
right?
video.
Yeah.
Treat.
hmm But a great investment. And it's very portable, it's very light, and so I can move it, from one area to another. And
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
sometimes if you need stuff like that, I mean, most time you just have to, make a decision and get it, and just, do it. Just do it. Do you
So you
use
don't use your box lights anymore at all?
No. No, they're down. I'm actually gonna list those eventually sometime. But I've had those for probably for maybe 5 years. I've had those box lights.
Yeah.
Do you just use the ring light? Would you use box lighting with it? No, I just use that one light. That's all I use. And I have a box light. So I have like three different areas that I can take pictures in, basically. And some I use, like the box light I'll use for ties, jewelry usually, and it works well for me. Then there's another area that I can use for like shoes. I just have a couple of different variables. But I do need to find out, because I mean, those videos, they're okay, but I'm not comfortable with the way that they're situated, I guess you could say, because I feel like I'm reaching around them too much, and I can't really see, even though the lights or the phone is in there, it's hard to see what I'm doing. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't say what I'm thinking. Like it's just hard to make it seen on the video, I guess you could say. So I got to work with that a little bit better. Yeah, I like the box because of the plain white. Yeah, I always take my pictures with a black or a white background. It just seems like they get, I know that that's a Google thing, and
yeah.
so I just do that with all of my pictures. It can be boring, but if that's the only way that you're going to be able to get seen, then I would much rather. Can you sit in front of the camera, Valerie? I guess I could. Or behind it looking through the screen. Yeah. I think I'm just in a, I need to try a couple of different styles or positions to get it just right. So I just need to work with it a little more. I was thinking about doing the whole thing of, sitting in front of it too. Maybe just have everything down looking at the table, but then I can still be in front of it and kind of doing the, the jewelry thing. I'll figure it out. All right. Well, it's 10:03.
No, it's not 11:03.
You know what time that is. Switching positions can always help out, no doubt. Delma says, I place mine on a table and I sit behind the camera and I look at the big screen. You also figure out your center point to stay in frame. Yeah. So, well, I don't know. I'll figure something out. I just got to work with it.
Trial and error.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Hey,
Time
guys.
to get to work.
Have a good
Oh.
weekend.
Have a good weekend.
Mm-hmm.